During this pandemic, opera has been really cut back. The large companies have pretty much all closed, canceled their whole season. The smaller companies, especially, tend to be doing more sort of small-scale excerpts and like arias and songs, concerts where people can be socially distanced. They do performances outside, at least as long as weather will allow. But as far as large-scale things that are going on in an opera house, that's pretty much all shut down now. So a lot of singers are hurting. Growing up, there wasn't any opera going on in the house when I was growing up. My dad listened to Ray Charles and Johnny Cash, and a little bit of Barbra Streisand, I guess, but mostly it was sort of jazz and blues that we listened to. So I didn't really even hear my first opera until I was in college. Yeah. I decided I'd like to be a singer when the chorus that I was singing in college, my sophomore year in college, was drafted, the whole bunch of us, to do a production of La Bohème, the opera by Puccini. And I had so much fun being on stage and creating a character, kind of, and interacting with a bunch of people. And I thought, this could be fun. It'd be interesting to try this. And one of the sopranos I was singing with just encouraged me to audition for Opera Workshop. And I got in and started doing a little tiny role in an opera called Johnny Schicchi, and then after that was doing the title role in The Marriage of Figaro by Mozart. My favorite composers primarily is Giuseppe Verdi, because he wrote so beautifully for the baritone voice, for all voices, but especially for baritones. I love singing French music a lot. So I love singing Ravel and Poulenc and Gounod and Lully. I just love the French language, so that's a lot of fun. I also like singing Baroque music like Handel and Bach. So I like composers that explore the human condition through the way they treat the human voice. My favorite part of the opera making process probably is putting the music together with my colleagues and figuring out how we're going to interpret a particular section, how fast or slow something needs to go, how we're going to, cadence at the end of a duet or something like that, how the recits, if it happens to be an opera with recit, how that works and how those interactions take place, and then putting that all on its feet, once you've worked all that out with the conductor, and putting it on its feet with the stage director and sort of seeing how that evolves over the course of staging in opera. That's kind of the putting it together, I guess, as the song put it. Part of the process is really exciting for me. My native tribe is called Lumbee, from the central part of North Carolina, south central part. It was back when Carolina was just Carolina rather than North and South. The tribal name comes from the Lumber River that runs through that part of the state. And it's a part of my heritage that has always been important to me. My grandmother was very much conscious of our tribal history, and she kept this alive through all of our family. So it's an important part of my heritage, my upbringing. Aaron Copland put together two sets of what he called Old American songs. This song, At the River, is from the second set. It was first performed in 1958 with the wonderful African-American baritone William Warfield, who created it. It is an arrangement of a Baptist hymn tune, actually, and it talks about hope and redemption, and about the world that is waiting for us after this one.
Shall we gather by the river, where bright angels' feet have trod, with its crystal tide forever flowing by the throne of God? Yes, we'll gather by the river, the beautiful river. Gather with the saints by the river that flows by the throne